Welcome to Discovery Garden Nongkai. My name is Hans Fritschi. Today is Easter Sunday 2020. This is a difficult day. We are living in difficult times and we try to celebrate the seasonal hope festivals of different cultures. Today, as I said, for the Christians it's Easter Sunday. For the Thais is the new year starting soon, and the Jews all over the world, they celebrate Passover. So in order to also not miss Christmas, which might have been to be delayed like Easter or Songkran, we also will celebrate Christmas today. So to summarize it, today, on this very special day, we will celebrate life. And what is better than eating a fig? A sweet fig makes you feel good. So tasty. Okay. We haven't been able, by the way, to find the traditional staple food for Easter, that is lamb. So we have to improvise. We look for regional products from products that we still can get here, and I'm sure the Easter bunny will help us, give us some hints what we should cook today instead of the lamb. You know, New Zealand has been closed. Normally we buy the lamb from New Zealand. Might be still some left in some supermarkets, but we go now for local products this Easter to make a change, because it's absurd what all these products that are shipped all over the world. And maybe we should try to get the times of challenge with this coronavirus to change a bit our ways. Follow me. Bobo, hello Bobo. Okay, we are going to search for Easter nests. You know, the Easter bunny has brought us some alternative eggs this Sunday morning, Easter Sunday morning, and this is one of our dogs, Bobo. We trained him very well to search for Easter nests, and I'm sure this one is our other dog. His name is Mochi. Mochi, like Machi in Switzerland we know Machi, die Streuwürze, but his name is Mochi. But he is not very good in finding Easter eggs. This one, Bobo, bye night. Bobo, money, come, we go. Let's search for some Easter eggs. It's difficult to get out. Bobo. Actually, I walk them both separately every morning, because they're really nice. Hey, no, Mochi. Don't mimic. You're not Donald. Okay, they're nice dogs, but we have to keep them leashed because they love all kinds of birds so very much. You know, they love chicken. They love ducks, and they love them so much they eat them all up. So if we don't, it's a Labrador, Bobo. So we walk him. Oh, Bobo, mach kein Seich. This is difficult. Okay, let's search. Such Easter eggs, Easter nests. Such. Come, Bobo, let's go. Oh, no. Okay, let's go. Bobo is all enthusiastic. Komm, Bobo, was wolltest du mir zeigen? Such, Bobo, such. Ah, he has discovered the first Easter egg, Easter nest that the Easter bunny brought. No, 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 this is not for you, Bobo. I have to tie you now, I guess. Otherwise, you will eat my Easter nest. Okay, I'm getting here. Okay. This is something I showed you last time already. This is the egg fruit. Huh? Wonderful. There are even egg fruits. Hey, Bobo, no. Bobo. Bobo, come back. Bobo. Okay. That's the egg fruit. Huh? What a nice fruit. There is one trick. Oh, Bobo. Nüsse. Pfui. Gang weg. Bobo. It's if you cut out this. Hey, Bobo. Das ist nicht für dich. Bobo. Also nein. Okay. And put in salt. Then it helps ripen. The process is advanced by this smart little method. Bobo, hallo. Ja. Bravo, you found the first Easter nest. But why is it here? Okay, aha. I get it. Since we are celebrating Christmas as well today, actually I have never really understood why Christmas is so late in the year. I think Christmas would be better in spring, like Easter, because it's a festivity that conveys hope. It's a birth, you know, and in order to be crucified on Good Friday, you have to be born first. So to move it up to Easter, I'm an agnostic, but I would only think it to be logical. Anyway, why did the Easter bunny put this here? Because up there you have the perfect Christmas tree balls. You know, if we symbolically today also celebrate Christmas, this is our Christmas tree. Thank you, Easter bunny, for giving us such intelligent hints. Now, as an agnostic, you might be surprised to hear from me that I strongly believe in resurrection. Resurrection happens all the time. Let's have a look. No, let's have pack this stuff with us, you know. We are going to collect this and make use of this. So, Bobo, das ist nicht für dich. Bobo! So. Okay. Okay, Bobo helped us to find another Easter nest. You see, here we have the egg fruits, the eggplants, the local eggplants, aubergine, and here we have the failed Easter eggs. Huh? Now, this we could show an old custom in Switzerland. Normally you need 2 people, and you touch. Eiertütsche it's called in Swiss German. It's an old custom. You have person 1 meeting person 2, and then they touch the eggs and break the shells, then eat them. It's a sign of hope, of spring of fertility, all these eggs, but this time we are a bit restricted. And due to the new social gathering norms, we cannot engage in Eiertütsche in earnest in Switzerland. So, but I have figured out to do the Eiertütsche in the times of the coronavirus in a simple way. You do it with yourself, you know. You just, by the way, and at the same time, you can test if gravitation is still working. So, let's see if this works. Eiertütsche in the times of Corona. Ah! It worked! It worked! And this one? Oh, ha, ha, ha. Wonderful, wonderful. And gravitation. What goes up must go down. Still working. This is the proof. This is more or less the egg of Columbus. So transferred into the Corona time. Now, I showed you yesterday the first cow toilet. This is the first cow toilet. We were comparing cats and cows. And notice that cats, if you put the cat sand in a container, they will always go and shit there. And we trained our cows to do the same here. And it has been, we don't know which one of our cows, by the way, did it. But yesterday, or the last time we met, rather, we could prove that one of our cows, might have been Anna, it might have been Emma, might have been Ina. One of the three put the shit right here, and we could plant this wonderful rosemary that is always useful, even though we cannot use it for our lamb, because we don't have lamb for Easter Sunday. We still have to find a solution for that raging problem, very difficult problem in these times. But I'm sure the Easter Bunny will give us a hint. Now, why do I lead you here? This is a place, a very symbolic place that shows resurrection takes place. How is this rosemary produced? I mean, it doesn't flower here very much. Sometimes it does, but it's not made for tropical climate. So there are no seeds available. Rosemary seeds. In Europe you can grow a rosemary plant from seed. That is not possible in Thailand. So what we do, we cut a branch off, get out those seeds, we could try it and use it as a, and this is now a cutting. Now if you put that in the ground, and attach it firmly, with a high probability this will be a new plant. It will root, most probably, not always possible, and then you have a new rosemary plant. And this is like resurrection, you know. You cut off, you kill something, and at the same time you make a new plant. You can see here, over here, we badly cut back those fig trees. The ones I showed you before that were bearing so many fruits and tasty fruits were cut back as well, and then they resurrect. They are endangered of dying, but develop new strengths because we got away once again. We got away. Let's enjoy life, and that is a very nice symbol for this Easter. Another resurrection. You know, we cut off from this tree and it has rooted, this one. It's a new plant. It's an identical plant. You can expect exactly the same fruits, the same productivity. That's how resurrection works in the garden. Let's go to another place. You might be surprised to hear that in Thailand there are glaciers. Yes, there are. In Switzerland, which has many glaciers, the poor glaciers are dying right now. They are melting at an incredible speed. And I show you now our tropical glacier. Okay, I told you we are going to look for glaciers, and this is eternal ice, and there is eternal ice of tropical countries. And by the way, ha ha ha, we found another Easter nest. This is interesting. Let's have a look. Now, do you understand the symbolism of this? I mean, this is red cabbage. And this is red cabbage too. And this thing, Betty Bossi. I know what it is. But do you know what this is? So maybe for like table tennis or something with Easter eggs or red cabbage. No. It's a device to make egg dumplings. And now I get the message of the Easter Bunny. We can replace the Easter lamb with Christmas goose. Christmas goose comes with Spätzli, egg dumplings. I got the message now. Finally. And then it's accompanied the goose. You know, in Germany, the Christmas goose is prevalent. Everybody, almost everybody eats it Christmas, 24th of December. Together with, for instance, egg dumplings made with this, and red cabbage made from this. And then what we also need is a goose. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, follow me to the eternal ice of the tropics. It's always cool. It never has vanished. The ice, you see, here's the ice, here's the ice. It's even increasing, contrary to the glaciers. And here it is. That's how the Christmas goose beat the Easter lamb. Now I put it into my smart bag. You know, in the beginning of the year, in January, the Thai government or the shops, they stopped distributing free plastic bags, one-way bags, and this is very beneficial because we can use this wonderful bag maybe 1000 times before it's kaput. And we are going now to the kitchen and make a Christmas goose and egg dumplings and red cabbage. Follow me. Okay, resurrection. If you have a look over here, you can see another plant where this rooting works very well. It's the Italian basil. It's very delicious when you make all kinds of stuff, and in the background the nice rosemary. Over here we are having the Thai basil, one of many basil types. There are many basil types in Thailand, and as I told you, tomorrow and the days after, the celebrations for the Thai New Year should take place, and they have been deferred because people normally travel all over the country, millions and millions, and go home, and in these dire times they could import the virus, the coronavirus, into the remote areas in the countryside and kill the old people and also endanger younger people. So the Thai government has deferred Songkran, the Thai New Year, which also is a great time of watering. You know, there are these water battles where people throw water at each other and have a lot of fun, and we are looking for something to do that would take reference to the Thai New Year. And I think I found something good. We also at Discovery Garden Nong Khai, we grow something very precious, and that is vanilla. You know, vanilla is orchid, and Mexico used to have a monopoly on vanilla till the end of the 19th century, because there was only in Mexico a bee that could pollinate the vanilla and thus produce the bean, the delicious vanilla bean, which the price went through the roof recently because of tornadoes and all the storms in the main producing countries of the vanilla, in Madagascar nowadays. And why can vanilla nowadays also being grown in places like Madagascar, where this diligent Mexican bee is not around? Okay, it's a beautiful story. It's somebody developed a way of hand pollinating the vanilla flower when it's ready to produce the seed pods. And this is an orchid, as I said, so if we spray our orchid, this symbolizes what Songkran, the Thai New Year, stands for. You know, it's a positive thing to help the plants, and how strongly they are growing here now. So up there, you see, they will not be able to go higher, so I will turn them down that they grow down again, and then from a certain point up they will return again, and this is also kind of a resurrection on this interesting weekend, and so many religious and symbolic acts come together, coincide on that weekend, Easter, Christmas, Songkran and Passover. One of the nice customs on Christmas is to distribute gifts. You know, you wrap them nicely, and you, for your dear ones, you buy the newest iPhone X7, XXX, XXXX, and we are also going to give some presents. And the first present, the biggest one, naturally, because he helped us so much, goes to Bobo. We have, in the meantime, we have cooked our Christmas goose, and the leftovers. I mean, we made gravy. This is the throat, the long throat of the goose. By the way, the goose is from local production. I grew it up myself in Pattaya, where I have about 50 geese or so. And also, this must be said, we slaughtered it, this goose. If you want to eat meat, you have to slaughter animals, and it's part of the game. So if you are, I understand if you are vegan and object, but we did it, and now Bobo is getting a reward. Bobo, Bobo, come. Goose, goose, goose. Wow, he is loving this. Now I get. Oh, don't be shy, Bobo. Don't be shy. Okay, yeah. For first to, yeah. Now he's eating. He got it. He loves the bones. The good goose bone. Well. That is nice, Bobo. You helped us a lot finding the nests, the Easter nests, with all these different eggs. Now this is your reward. Now Mochi, he is of course a bit jealous probably, huh? So I get him also a bone. Mochi, Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas! Ja, jetzt kommst du nicht oben, hä? Ja. Mochi! Yeah, he's suspicious, he's not, well, checking it out. It's a nice Christmas present, Mochi. Wow, okay, he eats it too. And in the spirit of Christmas, which is the famous Christmas spirit, we are going to give a gift to somebody you probably would not expect, and I think he doesn't deserve it, but we use it as a bribe. Donald. Donald. Okay, it's Christmas time. Even you should be able to understand Christmas. Not even the Christmas spirit can reach this dog, this stupid dog. Pfui, pfui. Donald, hopeless, hopeless. We are now at the front door of our house here in Nong Khai, and you can see there is some symbolism here in front of the door. These are devices to catch fish, and it's a lucky sign to post this symbol in front of the door. Another one over there. You know, Thai people are always looking for auspicious things to do and helping to preserve or attract luck is they use this very beautiful symbolic act. The fish swim in, they cannot swim out anymore. You catch them and you can eat them. Now, to find a symbol for Passover, I was, I'm not a Jew, but there are times where I want to be a fake Jew, and times of the viruses are just such a time. On the way from the eternal ice of the tropics, we found this nest in front of the house. And first I wondered, what did the Easter Bunny want with that stuff? Remember we made this coloring from the lipstick tree. I showed you that before, and it failed to color Easter eggs properly, but we might fool God. Okay, if you remember the days when the Jews were enslaved in Egypt, they didn't like it very much. This is not surprising. Being enslaved a little bit or much is the same, It's not nice to be a slave. And God sent 10 plagues to the Egyptians till they finally were allowed to leave under the leadership of Moses and go to the Holy Land. And the last plague was a very severe one. God sent out a virus to kill the firstborn of each house in Egypt. But he wanted to save the Jews and gave them very valuable information ahead. It's like an insider stuff. Huh? If you know that the shares of a company will rise, this is an insider tip and you will probably buy them. But this was a very vital insider tip. God told the Jews in Egypt, the enslaved Jews in Egypt, to protect themselves from the last plague that would kill the firstborn in each house by a very simple method, taking the blood of the lamb. This is now vegan lamb blood. Okay, not too much. We have some other houses to protect. So, and then you just paint the door. Yeah, it's not so visible. Yeah, you know what, we leave that like that. Then the virus will know. We don't have to, it's working here, but it's a mess. It's going to be a mess, and it's only for one night that this old virus is going to strike, and I'm sure this will work. This will do. Our firstborns, we don't have any at the moment, but anyway, they will be protected. Simple as that. Perfect. Mission Passover accomplished. Okay, welcome back to my kitchen. We are now in the finishing stages of preparing this German Christmas goose into Easter goose. I mean, it's not a problematic animal for all the celebrations that fall on today. I mean, here I have carefully prepared the goose and let it cool down first. It's easier to cut that way. Later on we're going to warm it up and then we will try if it will be any good. Now here I have made some gravy. You know, I carefully first, this is the Chinese method I use to prepare these geese because they are running around it at the Discovery Garden Pattaya freely and they could be very tough, but there's a trick. You first boil the bird for simmering around 100 degrees, 90 degrees, and then you put it in the oven so it stays juicy and it's tender. Otherwise, if you use a goose that can run around freely, it might be very tough. Then I have prepared the egg dumplings here. We will have to warm them up later. You see, this is egg dumpling. Basically, you good. You make a dough and then use this device to put that dough, basically 1 kilo of I used 1 kilo of flour and 10 eggs and some spices, and then you make a dough with that. And you put it on a pot with boiling water and carefully put that dough into the boiling water, and then these things will derive from this endeavor. Very tasty, the traditional food together with the boiled red cabbage. And it's very tasty too. And accompanied normally with half an apple and cranberry jam or cranberry cream. Now, okay, we could get apples here, but we tried to be very local in our production today, because I read an amazing figure just yesterday in the newspaper. The guy responsible for the EU agriculture, what was it? He mentioned a figure of how much food is transported all the way through the European Union per year. It's a staggering 3 billion tons of food is just transported around. This cannot be healthy. So we try to use local products in our cooking endeavors, and apples we could buy here in the market, but they still come from China, all over there, far away. So we use local products. You see, we take these mangoes and carefully peel them. This is, by the way, a Swiss patent. This one, this thing. It's the Rex Sparschäler, bought at micro budget. Spargel. How do we translate this in English? We take the Italian name, bella patate. Bella patate, peel the potatoes. So it's a potato peeler. A potato, and you do it in an economical way because you do not cut off too much meat. It's really easy. Also, when I make limoncello, I use the lemons from the garden, the yellow lemons, and take off the zest like this. Okay, then you cut this in half. Put it over here and add this. It's not cranberry. Normally in Germany you use Preiselbeeren, which are very similar to cranberries, but I use now the local mulberries, and this together is eaten together with the red cabbage, the spätzle, the egg dumplings, and the goose. And of course we will have some gravy with it. I'm really looking forward to that. Will be mouth-watering. I have to now prepare it quickly and then we have a bite. Okay, here we welcome you back to our little Easter party. The lamb has been replaced by a tasty goose. And this reminds us we are celebrating Merry Christmas today as well. We just try to celebrate life as long as we are still alive. And also we wish you prosperous Passover if you are of the Jewish faith. And last but not least, Savadi Pimai. This means Happy New Year, which is on Monday. Guten Morgen.
Yeah.
Savadi Pimai. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's have a sip. Not bad, not bad. I can tell you, when I poured the liquid into this glass, it was still water. But when I turned around and came back, it was wine. So another miracle for Christmas, Easter, Passover, and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Guten Morgen. Let's try the goose.
Yeah, okay.
You have had it before, haven't you?
Yes.
I cook it all the time.
Okay.
So why
So
don't
did
you
it help
take
you?
some spätzle, some egg dumplings. I take the red cabbage. Here a little bit nice red cabbage. It's cooked with yummy stuff like the goose. Which one do you want? Here you see the half apple that was replaced with. I think I go for this one.
This one? Okay. Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh.
May I do that like that?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, and now here we have the gravy. The
So
special.
can I have the?
The special goose gravy. Did you take? Have you have everything?
Yeah. Good gravy for me, please.
A bit of gravy, yeah, that's good. All homemade, all homemade. And you got some breast piece, yeah.
Yeah.
That is nice, always nice. If you don't like it too fat, and we should lose some weight, both of us actually. But not today. Today we celebrate life with this wonderful meal: homegrown goose, spätzle or egg dumplings, as they are called in English. Really good. And
So good.
So good.
So good.
So good. Seppili.
Yeah, seppili.
I agree. This is really a very
good.
successful
Yeah.
transformation of a sad environment into a happy one.
Yeah.
Tender. You see, goose is so tender.
โชคดีปีใหม่อ่ะ
Chokdi, Savadi
ปี
Pimai.
ใหม่
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year
Okay.
สงกรานต์ Yeah, super.
Okay. If you liked what you saw today, just subscribe to the Hans Fritschi channel on YouTube. Then we can deliver more. We hope to be back next Tuesday with another installment telling you how we barely survive in our beautiful and magical garden where wonders happen all the time. Resurrection, I showed you resurrection today. I showed you all kinds of things. Maybe, I hope on Tuesday I will be able to show you the transformation of a flower. But let's see. Just make sure we have a date, Tuesday. See you then.